painted my board, but I'm going to show you some tips on how to do the Party of sign and the Simply the Best sign too. These are both they're really simple. They're both kind of have the same steps. So the first thing you should do, I'm going to put my letters over here. The first thing you should do is paint your board. So I painted this one gray. You only have white and black, so there aren't that many options. In the Simply the Best, I did the background white and my letters black. But for this one, I did a gray background, and I'm going to just show you something after you do your 2 coats of gray and it dries. I'm going to show you how to dry brush if you want. Dry brushing is just like adding streaks in the background. You could either do it in white or black. I'm going to do it in white because I think black letters look the best all the time. So I'm going to just take a little bit of paint. I have my brush. I'm going to put a little bit of white paint on my brush, and then I'm going to take most of it off on the paper towel. And all you have to do to dry brush is you're just going to go left and right and put some streaks all in. My board is kind of warped, so your board will not look like that. And this is kind of a way of adding like a shabby chic kind of background in the back. So you could do that, or you could leave it solid. I'll give you some tips on painting your letters next. So after you do 2 coats on the background, you could do the dry brushing. The background needs to be dry to do the dry brushing, so you could let that dry, and then you could paint your letters. When you paint your letters, you should always do 2 coats of paint, and like a little really does go a long way. So do it a little bit. And you're gonna put 2 coats, so don't overload it, because what happens is paint will get stuck in all those crevices and then it'll take a really long time to dry. So I have there, and then I have my Party of. So the Party and the Simply the Best is script. So sometimes script could be a little, you have to be really gentle. I like to hold it down. If you want, you could dab the paint. There I have my first coats, and then you should go back and do a second coat. And once all that dries, I'm just going to show you for the sake of it for right now, you're going to put it together, and you're just going to use that glue that's in your kit. And what I do is I like to squeeze out a little glue, and then I'll use my paintbrush to apply the glue. So then you just find a paintbrush that's clean, and you could just use a paintbrush to apply the glue. Especially on those script letters. Glue dries clear, but don't like to use that much. And everything needs to be dry before you do this. Alright, so then I have my Party of sign finished. I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit. Once it is dry, in your bag you have a sawtooth hanger, and that's just basically so you could hang your sign. So you're just going to hammer it into the background, no big deal. So then once you have the sawtooth hanger on, you could hang it wherever you'd like, and it's a cute little sign. Alright, so I hope these tips will help you as you finish your sign. So this is for both the Party of and the Schitt's Creek, the Simply the Best sign. Alright, so I hope you guys have a good winter, and I'll see you soon.